Hey, heart seekers, welcome to the Heart's Hello Show, where our hearts are the foundation of our well-being and happiness. I am your host, Keona Talana. In this episode, we're going to jump straight in because I need you to ask yourself if you have been speaking unapologetically. If you have had the opportunity to find your authentic voice. Because I believe that so often we dim our light. So often we try to hide our voice. So often we don't want to show up as the true and authentic version of ourselves and to own our truth. And by owning that truth, that means releasing the fear of judgment sometimes of just being able to speak up. Have you ever been sitting in a room and you have a question about something, but you feel like you don't want to raise your hand because you don't want the eyes, you don't want the judgment of other people, but you have this question that you know could change the momentum in not only the room, but could also have major change in whatever it is that you are bringing your opinion to. But sometimes we silence ourselves. It could be from the fear of rejection, the fear of failure, societal conditioning, whatever it may be, past experiences, whatever it is. But I need us to begin to speak unapologetically. Because when you begin to show up and use your voice, things happen. When you begin to show up and use your voice, things change. When you begin to show up and use your voice, those people who are still sitting in a place of just by sitting in a place of being unsure or afraid of being able to speak up, you could be the voice where they say, you know what, I can speak up the next time. And sometimes it takes for us to have to be the trailblazer. It takes us to have to be the disruptor. It takes us to have to be the one to say, you know what, enough is enough. And now is the time. Now is the time for you to find your authentic voice. It's ironic that the day that I'm actually recording this is the day that we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And when you think about it, he had such an iconic voice. His cadence, the way that he said things, the way that he was able to stir you up down on the inside. And so you have that same gift down on the inside of you. It is not going to sound like his, but you have a unique gift. You have an authentic gift that needs to be heard. And if you're unable and unsure and you're feeling this fear or whatever it may be that is causing you to no longer or to not want to open your mouth and speak, you're not only doing yourself a disservice, but you're doing so many others a disservice. What if Martin Luther King Jr. decided that he was not going to open his mouth and speak? What if? What if? And so those are the things that we have to begin to think about because our voice is not for us. We hear ourselves talking all of the time. His voice was not for him. His voice was for all of the generations that were coming behind him. He was making impact. There was a movement, and I'm harping just on him, but I need you to think about those in your life who may be mentors and those individuals where you can hear their speeches and you remember those things that they said that stirred you up down on the inside. Now is your time to find that voice. So I need you to begin to encourage yourself. I need you to begin to start journaling. I need you to begin speaking and just talking to yourself in the mirror. Because now is your time. So I'm just going to give some affirmations for you to begin speaking unapologetically, to begin to prophesy over yourself. Because there is power in your words. You can speak to yourself. You ready? All right, let's go. My voice matters, and I have the right to be heard. I speak my truth with confidence and grace. I release the fear of judgment and embrace my authentic self. My words are powerful and I use them to create positive change. I am not responsible for how others feel about my truth. I trust my inner wisdom and allow it to guide my words. I release perfectionism and embrace progress in my communication. I honor my experiences and share them boldly. The more I speak from my heart, the more I inspire others to do the same. I am unapologetically me, and that is enough.